Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Bhakta and Bhagavan, two aspects of one reality. What a beautiful combination. What an ecstatic love of God, in which one forgets himself, gets dissolved in the awareness of God. Another is Jnana Marga, in which, dipped in the supreme knowledge of the Lord as the absolute existence, he is one with the Absolute. He is one with the bliss Absolute, peace Absolute, love Absolute. So here when we come to Bhakta and Bhagavan, the devotee and his Lord, his beloved Lord, for whose sake he renounces all things. And this renunciation is not forced renunciation like what we find in the Jnana Yoga, Neti Neti. Here it is natural because of the excessive love, excessive concentration. Attention drops off from all the rest of the things, and whole thing gets concentrated in the divine, that it starts dissolving out of excessive love in the Lord. To the extent the devotee and God both together start dissolving their forms and try to become Ekarasa. When name and form with the qualities dissolve, only Brahman remains. The oneness, total oneness, in which the devotee experiences his beloved Lord, is where he gets totally dissolved in him, and one remains, where there is neither guna nor Rupa, Nirguna Nirakara, one existence. See that a devotee is not deprived of any, even the supreme knowledge of the Brahman. But here we take the lead and God helps in Advaitic path, Jnana path. We take the lead, we renounce. The I is retained, but God goes on helping, nature goes on helping, without his knowledge from behind. And in case of bhakti, the God takes all the responsibilities of the bhakta to make him pass through a joyful experiences of various experiences. In step by step, he tries to visualize, experience God as he walks in the, it's a beautiful path. All things are there. He doesn't deny the world nor the relationship, but he transcends without his knowledge. He goes beyond. Just like a child, as it grows, it becomes an adult without fighting with the balya. The childhood, he doesn't fight with his childhood, but evolves, grows beyond, goes beyond the limit. So the transcendence is so natural, so beautiful, like a flower which was just a stick, a stem, a branch of a plant. From that a shoot came out, few leaves came out. We never see a flower within that stick or a branch of a plant. But when shoots come also, we don't see the flower. But after some time, a bud comes out. And be watching that bud, a beautiful flower comes out. And then, where was this flower inside that hard stick-like stem, a branch? From branch, a flower is coming out. Just be watching flower. By evening, it has faded away. By the time it falls off, a fruit has formed already behind. Same way, without it is a natural process of evolution. There is no fighting, it is growth, it is evolution. So in Bhakta's path, he evolves. He will not discard anything like the Jnani. In Jnani's path, not this, neti, renounce. Everything is torn away from him. Whatever he holds, he has to deny. He has to deny his own body. I am not this body. Here no denial. Only whole attention is focused on the Ishta Devata. And he blooms, slowly emerging out of the same body and mind. A heart awakens. Love starts flowing out. Same like flower. From the hard branch, stick, a flower is coming out. Same way, your heart opens. And then you'll see, you are passing through various experiences. You are walking with God. He will take you through all the stages to Savikalpa, little by little meditation. Now he saw one eye, now he saw a leg, a small part just flash and go away. He is full of bliss, joy. Joy is increasing with every stage of evolution. It is like a traveling somewhere. Everything is nice. Nothing is similar. Nothing is same. We are going to Kailas Manasarovar. You will see you are passing through so much of plateau, plains, and then slowly you enter into deep forests, emerge out, you will see the small hills and mountains covered with ice. You pass along and then finally every stage of your development, every stage of your advancement, you will see something new, something charming, something beautiful. Each will be competing with the beauty of the other as you progress. When you go to the Kailas Manasarovar, it is an entirely different world. So, like that, here Bhakta also, ultimately the flower starts fading away. The love starts dissolving itself in jnana. The Bhakta starts dissolving in the Bhagavan. There were two, the two both are missing, slowly becoming ekarasa, one homogeneous existence, and then one remains. Here you see the fruit has come out with the next seed. Here also, the ultimate, fruit is the ultimate product of the, here you see, slowly is emerging, passing through so many beautiful journey. Journey was so beautiful. And then finally you see, he is experiencing the same one which Jnani is going through the path of Jnana. Tearing away, throwing away, discarding, fighting with it, his own passions. Here everything he is giving fulfillment and growing up. So here you see, ultimately God takes him to the Nirvikalpa state where there is only one, no two. The devotee has dissolved in the absolute existence, the Ishvara also, the Lord also has lost his Rupa, Nama Rupa Guna. Devotee has also lost. They have become one. So this oneness, you will see the fruit where the Advaitin is going to reach. This person is experiencing the same oneness. And when he comes back, God keeps the ego of a devotee, eternal devotee. They enter into eternal relationship beyond even the creation, the whole universal existence. His existence is beyond. Nature can never bind. But if he wants, if nature wants also, she can bring him only to teach others, show the path, enlighten others like a lamp lighting the other lamps. He will be a lamp that lights other lamps. So this is we see in. So here an important part we have to remember is there. When we saw Bhagavan is beyond the three gunas. He who is beyond the three gunas is Bhagavan. Sri Ramakrishna's expression. Beyond the three gunas. The whole universe consists of three gunas. The whole universe appears, is a product of the three gunas, sattva, raja, tama. There is knowledge, jnana, perceived and perceivable, and perceiving instrument, jnana. Then there is activity, movement, rajas, sattva, rajas, and then material world, tamas. So in us, in our bodily existence, all the three are together. The sattva, raja, tama are together in us. There is movement, there is the jnana, and there is the knowledge. These three we see that is there in the embedded in us, the sattva. Every object is made up of the three gunas. What is beyond three gunas? Now, when we say Lord of the universe, He pervades the universe. And He is not only pervading the universe, He is relaxing Himself on the Absolute, and the entire universe is pervading. He has the total knowledge of every jiva, every object in this universe. So He is pervading the sattva, raja, tama and remaining independent of the sattva, raja, tama also. Now, when bhakta comes into picture, this Lord of the universe, independent of the universe, appears to him in the way he wants to experience God. This is personal aspect of God. The Lord of the universe, who pervades the universe, the Ishvara, being independent of the universe, has a part to play in the bhaktas. For all others, He is the one who is maintaining the whole universe through the laws, rhythm, cosmic laws, laws of nature governing the universe. To this aspect, we see as the Lord of the universe, we see His sarvajñatva. He is knower of everything, not only this side of the universe in front of Him which He pervades, but what He is, the Absolute. He has the knowledge of the Absolute and the relative and His own existence. So His sarvajñatva is not like sarvajñatva of Jivan Mukta also. He knows every jiva. Jivan Mukta, one who has realized God, he knows only what God is. But here, the Ishvara is entered, sarvajñatva, sarveshvaratva. He has the lordship over the whole universe. He can do and undo anything in this universe at His will, at His beckoning, all things start moving, happening. His own appearance on the earth as Avatara. Anything like magic he can do. Whole universe at any moment he can dissolve back in him, again manifest him in him. He can control anything he wants, but he has formed a set of rules. God also doesn't want to go beyond the laws of nature unless it is extremely necessary for the maintenance of law and order. So, within the law and order, he takes care of the bhakta in such a way the bhakta passes through all his karma, the vasanas and the karma phala, and then he is evolving just because he has surrendered his ego. He is calling on God. At all times he remembers it. This part makes God to guide his path, to lift him. Wherever he falls, the God keeps his palm that he is not hurt. So see that he slowly is climbing like an escalator. God is taking him. At the same time he is showing the various aspects of his own existence, the whole universe, the path by which Jiva climbs to the Ishwaratva and goes beyond. So Sarvajnatva, Sarveshwaratva, and then he is omnipotent, Sarvashaktiman. He can do and undo any, he is all capable. These three aspects the bhakta understands. But these three also come within the realm of the time and space, within the creation. Lord's action, working with these three powers is an important part. But bhakta understands, but he is not valuing it. My father has got so much of wealth, I am not valuing it. My relationship with my father is more important than what he possesses. Thakur used to say, everybody looks at the Aishwarya, doesn't look at the Lord. Like that it happens. Many seek Aishwarya only. They want name, fame, power, all this. But this person, some siddhis, he can disappear, he can appear, and become Anima, Mahimadi. All these seekers are there. But Bhakta doesn't seek any of these. His Aishwarya side, it is not there. That's why Sri Ramakrishna says, Bhagavan is beyond the three gunas. Because all this omniscience, omnipotence, all this come within the realm of the universe, within the three gunas. The universe begins with that, the pervasion of the Chaitanya, matter, material world is pervaded. Otherwise, how the existence appears? The Chaitanya that pervades the universe and calls himself to be the Lord of the universe is giving existence to all that exists. So, this existence of the Lord, which is independent of the universe, because universe is the Aishwarya, all things. The Bhakta doesn't look at it at all. What God is, how much is, all. Just understands, listens, understands. But his attention, mother goes on telling your father has this property, that property. The child listens, but he wants one ice cream only. So his father relationship is more important than his Aishwarya. This relationship, that's why Sri Ramakrishna says, is beyond the three gunas. What is that beyond three gunas? Is absolute which is substratum of the universe. It is wholly Adhara. The whole universe is Adhara. He is not participant. He is substratum. He is the pure divinity that is percolating through the universe without getting affected and giving existence to all that exists. And this has no limitation. So a bhakta wants to see Lord as Krishna, he can appear in the form of Krishna. This existence Lord keeps only for the sake of bhaktas. It is the absolute existence. The Nirguna Nirakara Brahman is appearing Saguna Sakara Sarupa with Rupa, not only Akara. When we say Sakara, whatever comes to mind, what mind can conceive, it may be abstract or it may be concrete. Now, these things are all concrete things. Suppose I say love. Love, I cannot show what is love. Patriotism, I cannot show what is patriotism. But you understand what patriotism means. The moment I say patriotism, it is an abstract thing, but you can conceive through mind. The moment you are able to conceive through mind, it has already taken an akara in the, but it has not taken rupa. It has taken akara in the mind. It is sakara. Anything you can even call it is goodness, badness. All these qualities are just an abstract thing. These things are concrete things. World, the forest, whatever I say, river, space, all these are concrete things that we can see, perceive through the senses. Senses can perceive. This cannot be perceived. The imperceptible aspect of nature is what we see. And this God is manifestation. And as the devotee wants, it takes. It is only kept for the bhaktas. As the bhakta comes, suppose a bhakta comes thinking of God as his mother, he exactly makes himself, he goes like a mother only and takes care, just like taking care of the child. The whole thing. And then suppose he approaches God as child, he sees that God has actually become a child, helpless child. We can see in Gauramani Devi, the Gopalirma's life, Krishna coming a small boy. Whenever the devotees need, like in saint's life, God coming in various ways to give him support. In Eknath Maharaj's life, I think, he comes as a servant in his house. Gora Kumar's life also. Sri Khanda in Eknath Maharaj's life. He comes. Whole life will be serving him like a servant, running about, bringing this, doing this, that. Gora Kumar's house, he will be kneading the clay to make the pots. So all this we see, the God taking various, just for the sake, this existence of God, which is exclusively preserved for the sake of devotees, is what we call Bhagavan. Similarly, in Divine Mother also we see various aspects of Divine Mother, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, in various ways functioning in the universe. All this is all right. Mother herself has become the universe, the 24 cosmic principles. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, the Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Pancha Mahabhutas, all this together, the 24 cosmic principles, Mother herself has become. And she is existing for the sake of maintenance of the universe as the creatress, the Mahasaraswati, Mahalakshmi, Mahakali, all these powers. The Divine Mother is In various aspects, she is maintaining the law and order. Apart from all this, her duties, responsibilities, her manifestations, all that, there is a mother, the kind, loving mother, who is taking care of all the, just she is maintaining her that existence for the sake of jivas, who want to call on her, and she wants to attend. She too wants to play with the children. She too wants to play with the devotees. Similarly is our tendency, God's tendency. He wants to play with the devotees. As Bhagavan, Bhakta and Bhagavan. This is a relationship, and once you transcend the nature and come out, you will remain. Even after you enter into Nirvikalpa Samadhi, God takes you to show His another aspect of His own aspect, Nirguna Nirakara. He wants to show, He dissolves the devotee in himself and becomes the Absolute. After he comes out also, the God, because of his longing, God keeps the same ego now as the pure enlightened Bhakta, the saint, enlightened. He plays with God, he knows God, he has become one with God. God and he cannot be parted any time by any means. Nothing can separate them. So in such a state of existence, look at the jiva's state, they enter into eternal relationship, because the Bhakta wants, whether creation exists or not, the universe may dissolve, God and Bhakta will remain in another realm, and this realm we call the transcendental, not exactly transcendental, trans-relative existence. The relative existence, trans-relative existence, and the absolute existence. The no man's land between the absolute and the relative, the creation, the universe, and the beyond, transcendental existence, the Brahman and the Jagat. Between that there is a layer which neither belongs to the absolute nor to the relative. So this existence is called trans-relative existence. We see these Bhakta and Bhagavan remain in the trans-relative existence. And we see Vivekananda was brought from there. The Saptarishis are immersed in God. Some are with the Saguna Sakara, some are with the Nirguna Nirakara. And Thakur brings one of them to become the Naren on the earth, and Vivekananda. So this is the eternal relationship where we are going to reach ultimately, is we enter into eternal relationship with God. The bliss playing with bliss, peace playing with peace. The one is small letter, one is capital letter. So Bhakta and Bhagavan's relationship transcends all limits, and we see that the expansion, we transcend the nature as Bhakta, it transcends the nature. He is coming out of the law of karma. Once he gets his relationship with God gets fixed, thereafter he is not under the law of karma, he is not under the nature. What all happens in his life, it is not out of the karma also, his past karmas. The day he has established his relationship with God, a Bhakta has established his relationship with God, he is free from nature and karma. The time gap may be there before he realizes God, but karma cannot. What all experience he passes through, pain or pleasure, it can be insult, it can be great losses, it can be praise, it can be some great gifts coming, some new enlightenment of wisdom, or something unusual happening. Everything is God's will. God is training him to experience Him. Experiencing God needs tremendous power too. So the tremendous power to know, the Divya Chakshu to see Him. All this God provides in and through all these experiences He passes through. It is manipulation, no doubt, it is manipulation of the karmas and vasanas, but they are turned and reconditioned, transmuted into such a way, they are the powers which take him to the divine. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.